Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Darth Merrick of Guy Helmuth's Rickdom 2 in specific. Not sure if it's Helmut or Helmuth. I'll have to look and see which spelling they use in the description for the mobile suit. I did get it, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet because of ranked matches, but now that those are over, I will hopefully get a chance to give it a shot. Also over, or not over yet, more importantly, is the 100% chance of crates dropping after each round, so up to your limit for the day, of course, but that should last until about 4 p.m. Eastern Time on the 24th for those of us in the U.S. So yeah, about time until, I believe, the 25th in Japan, so time-wise they're a little bit ahead. But yeah, the Rickdom 2 has a good set of weapons. It can use, I believe, the Giant Bazooka 2. It can use the MMP-80 with grenade launcher. It has a Sturmfaust. It has a chest beam, and of course the big sword from the Dom, whose German name I can't pronounce quite correctly, but means big axe. It's not an axe, it's a sword, but you know, above a certain size class, I don't think it matters. But yeah, I believe it's a raid. It is a one big swing raid, the same way that Shin Matsunaga's Zaku FS is, and there's the big swing, hack. I am absolutely amazed that didn't make the kill, but somebody else managed to get in there and do it, so the important thing is, it is done. Merrick's team has a pretty good lead of 1,200 points or so, good start. Yeah, MMP-80 is a good thing to be having in a situation like that, because, yeah, good for finishing things off. And it's probably one of my favorite machine guns in the game. I don't even know why. The Zaku machine gun's neater looking, but the MMP-80 just feels more comfortable to use for some reason. See, Merrick's getting out to make a few repairs, because as a raid it is a little fragile, so may as well get some health back while you can, while nothing's going on. And they've got enough of a lead, and all his allies' life bars are full. This is about the perfect time to be doing that if you're going to do it. So, okay, off back to the races, because he's got over 11,000 hit points. That's a good level to be at. And now he just needs to find a target. There's one. See, not sure. He might have tagged one of his allies. That's just part and parcel of the game at this point. Ranked matches kind of drove that home for me. That's just... It is really hard to avoid hitting your own people with some attacks, especially when everybody is rushing in trying to get the kill. And yeah, that was a thing for me, so... Okay. And... looking up, he's got the big sword out, can get it. I want to see the range on the side swings, honestly, because the front swing has a lot of good range, but I just want to see how far to your left and right you can reach with this thing, because it is enormous. And sword. That's the down swing. It's an up and a down. I'm pretty sure that's the one. And missed with that, but okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm betting the side swing probably would have done that, because that's got to be a side swing and a half. But time to move along and see where else to get into the fighting. Some folks behind him, folks in front of him. The one in front of him is isolated, and he's got a good shot on it, so one... Yeah. I want to say there's something else that uses a similar melee pattern. Might even be the GBO1 FBs. No, standard GBO1 I was thinking of, but I don't think it's exactly the same. But it feels very familiar. I'm sure somebody will remember where it's from. But there's the up and the down and kill. Yeah, that was a good shot. I'd love to see it used on that Skure over there, because that could be impressive. But may as well stay in the action, especially when there's people about ready to be killed. Like, oops, somebody else got that. And now headed down because there's somebody directly behind him. That's a good move. Getting out of the range of people is always a good idea when you're a raid and you're not set up to attack. Defensive play as a raid is difficult for me. I'm not great at it because you have to be aggressive. If you're using a melee-oriented mobile suit, you have to get up on things, but it's hard to do and not end up super vulnerable to everything. It's a balancing act, and it's one that I'm not particularly good at. Ooh, got another sword dom on the other side that's got it in for him. Or at least landed a shot on him. Looks like it moved on to greener pastures once he was down, which is not a bad policy. When you've got this much of the enemy team on you, it's best to just knock people down and move to the next target. And that is one death, but that's really not bad considering. Again, especially for a raid with a unique move set, which yeah, it's the level 2. Somebody else in the level 2 is what got him. So, and his team has A though, so if he wants to launch support fire, he can do it. They've got about triple the enemy score, which is good, which again means that if he wants to take a detour here and there, it's doable, because yeah, there's plenty of points to go around. They've even made up some, but they're still nowhere in the neighborhood. I don't think it's impossible they could catch up, but I don't think they're going to either. Okay, so not bad. It didn't take as much damage as I expected. I'm not sure what the melee defense on this thing is like, but let's see. Okay, missed on that big downswing. I kind of understand why Merrick is using it almost exclusively with the downswing. For one thing, it does that kind of damage. For another, since you can only do one swing, and it's going to take, and it has some wind-up no matter what, you may as well go for the big wind-up and get the big damage if you can. Beam. Oh, hit the shield, that's a shame. But, oop, counter tackle, yeah, there's... it's hard to land melee shots face-to-face like that. There was a battle the other day, I'm not sure if it's one of the ones I saved or not, but there was a ranked match the other day where I managed to keep my opponent from getting a good read, and I was just really proud of myself. That's hard, again, hard for me to do. Not one of my strengths. I tend to... You've seen basically my best melee move. I dodge roll around behind somebody and go from there. It's not always effective, but if you're fast enough, it can get some things done. Let's see. Oop. Took a shot, but that guy's nearly dead. Okay. Caught him in a counter tackle. Very nice. Okay, it just knees you, which looks neat actually. Just ending on the knee to the stomach. It's going to take me a while to get around with the Recon Zaku, which I will, spoil my ending performance in ranked matches. I'm only going to get the level 1 of that unless they make it publicly available. By then I'll probably still be too annoyed to bother buying it. But it has a unique downswing, which is a combination of lunging in with a knee and then doing an overhead smash, and it's really neat looking. And does decent damage for what that thing is. What that thing is kind of weird, but I will go over that when I finally get a video of it. But okay, match is nearly over. Merrick has done really well, and let's see, missed the last big swing, but it's done. And yeah, great round. And let's check out the stats. I really do like the big heat sword. It is nifty. Well, it looks like something out of Gundam Seed Destiny, and I did like parts of that series. The designs were great. The series itself, 5 kills, 1 death, 46,000 damage. Not bad at all. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more, so until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! So yeah, to be specific, in the ranked matches, if you got in the, I think, top 3 for any league below A-League, you would get the level 2 Recon Zaku. It had to be the top 5 in A-League, and yeah, did not quite manage that. Made 7th, and slightly irritated, but I believe I'm doing another ranked match tomorrow, so we'll go into that a little more then.